This has Warriors fans hyped. Dub Nation, we are officially 2-0 in the regular season, and I want to start this video off by looking at something ridiculous. We're down 3 in clutch time, 23 seconds left. Steph pulls from the logo to tie the game. Like, we talked about this last night in yesterday's post-game reaction video, but I just want to come to it again to remind everyone, whether you're a Warriors fan, whether you're an NBA or just a basketball fan, take advantage of this. Cherish these moments. We don't know how much longer we're going to watch Steph Curry do things like this. I mean, it's ridiculous. You've got the whole shot clock. I get you want to go early, but to shoot this shot, absolute insanity. Boy, do I love watching Wardell, Stephen Curry play the sport of basketball. It is a heck of a lot of fun. What's going on, everybody? I'm Houston Bo. If you're a fan of the channel, been here for a while, thank you so much for continuing to support the channel. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Around 67% of you guys that tune in and watch these videos daily are not subscribed. Super simple. Go down below, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to turn on notifications to make sure you never miss out on a video. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything, and just a great reminder for you guys to check into these videos. I want this place to be a community for you guys after games, right? Post-game reactions, I try to get up a video within the hour of, when the game concludes. We're going to try to do that all year long. These last couple ones have been super fun. I already seen you guys chat in the comment section below about all things Warriors basketball, specifically these first 2 games, and boy, have they been a lot of fun. A Lakers win, a Nuggets win. It's been a good start to the year, that is for sure. Warriors down 116-109 with 3 minutes left to go. And to end the game, Steph, 18 points, Nuggets, 15 points. I mean, this guy is playing basketball at a level right now, which is where we absolutely need him to be playing. Steph Curry, that is. We had the expectation that he was going to be a very solid player. What I specifically want to talk about in this video is some specific things that Steph's done over his career and is currently doing, and how that ties into the rest of this current roster, and how that can affect the outlook for the upcoming season, specifically why fans are so excited about this team. Maybe you're a new Warriors fan and you don't necessarily understand the hype for this upcoming season right now. Maybe it just feels like another year to you. Well, we're going to break down a lot of that stuff in this video. And the first things first, in clutch time, I mean, there's a reason that Steph Curry is a 2-time MVP. A finals MVP should be a 2-time finals MVP. Shout out Andre Iguodala, but let's be honest, Steph deserved that award. And a clutch player of the year. Like, Steph does this in the clutch. This is what he does. And that's why so many people are confident, and why I'm so confident about this Warriors team is because they have voted the best leader in the NBA, Steph Curry, both vocally and showing it off with his game. And yeah, when you're shooting shots like this in clutch time and you find a way to make it, I mean, you got to have a lot of confidence in your guys. Most 40 points per game with, most 40-point games with fewer than 10 free throw attempts in NBA history. Steph Curry, after last night, now has 52 40-point games with fewer than 10 free throw attempts. Richard Jefferson said something last night during the Thunder game, talking about how, if you're averaging 30, right, you're gonna have 10 free throws a game at least. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't think Steph's ever averaged more than 8 free throws a game his entire career. Steph does this at a level. The things that he does at the level that he does without shooting free throws. Because when he does get to the line, the refs know, and the rest of the league and the opponents know, when he gets to the free throw line, it's automatic buckets, so you can't foul him. But his inability to draw fouls blows my mind. Shea, Giannis, Harden, all these other guys across the league get half the contact that Steph Curry does, and they get every single call. I do not understand. There were multiple times last night when Steph Curry, clear contact, a clear foul, he just doesn't have an NBA superstar whistle, like, for the level of player and the recognition league-wide that he is. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And you can see him now. He understands the way the rest of the league is playing, right, and hunting these fouls. Steph has some moments last night where he says, this specific play, I'm going to hunt contact and try and get a foul, right? And he just can't get the calls. I don't understand the officiating for the way that Steph Curry plays the game of basketball. But the thing that I love is he's an ethical hooper. He doesn't need all the other, foul baiting, all of that type of stuff, right? He is a pure shooter, a pure scorer, which is why he's so entertaining to watch. You're not going to see him at the free throw line a lot. He's going to be doing other things like hitting shots like this. It's incredible. The Nuggets and Mavs are now tied for the most times Steph has hit a night-night celly in games. Denver, Houston, Brooklyn, New York, Dallas. Just a few of the unfortunate victims to have been a part of the night, Portland, Boston, Sacramento, Cleveland. He's done it all across the league at this point, but the Nuggets and Dallas have really they've been through the ringer several times with the night at this point. It's the best celebration in the league. There's a reason other people around the world, other athletes, track athletes, hitting the night. Tyreek Hill's done it a couple times. Maybe not Tyreek Hill. There's a couple other NFL wide receivers that have done it. But yeah, it's huge, and this just cracks me up. Steph Curry in clutch time is undefeated. Here's another major reason that I think Warriors fans are very excited, and one reason that I'm hyped for the continuation of this season as well. We found a closing lineup for this season that is excellent, and I love the fact that Steve Kerr not only went to this unit that's going to be a reliable core moving forward, but he also complimented some of his assistant units, Terry Stotts and a different assistant, and said, hey, these were the guys that actually had the idea for this, right? I think a lot of head coaches in the league want to take credit for every single idea. Steve Kerr's always been a guy that's going to, credit the guys that had come up with the ideas, credit the guys that are making the plays out on the basketball floor. That's why he's a player coach. That's why the players love playing for him. But yeah, I mean, good work for listening to the assistants and then closing with it. Curry, Butler, Kuminga, Draymond, Horford. Spacing's a little bit iffy, but when you think about it, like you see that unit and you think, man, three-point shooting, where are we finding it? Horford, Draymond, Kuminga, Curry, Butler, all shooting the three ball pretty well to start the year. Draymond hit a couple last night. Horford hit 3. Kuminga had 4 in his first game. Curry had what did he end up with last night? 6 or 7 threes, and then Jimmy Butler with a pair last night as well. So, I mean, these guys have the understanding that they're going to be the core moving forward to close games. That's why we're not starting Al Horford. He's coming off the bench for the beginning of the season, which I think is a good decision. We want to keep his minutes down. Not going to play the second night of a back-to-back tonight in Portland with all that craziness happening with Chauncey Billups. No head coach there. Hopefully we can get the dub there tonight as well. But I like the fact, and I agree with Jim Park here, I'll take that all day. It's almost like a dream to see this guy close with a reliable core unit. And that's been something that Steve Kerr's been criticized of over the last couple of years, is the rotations that he plays. But now with the deep bench that we have, the understanding of, hey, let's get the bench out through the beginning and the middle stretches of the game, then have this core unit to finish with as well. He actually kept Jimmy and Dre off the floor for about 3 or 4 minutes up until about the 3.5 minute mark, which I thought was maybe a little long. But when they did come in, man, they played great and forced overtime. And, well, it was mostly Curry, but ended up finding a way to get to OT and win the game. So you gotta love it. Steph, when talking about this unit, said that the closing lineups didn't get any real reps during training camps, but notes that the collective IQ and just toughness to get over the hump, great start, haven't done anything yet, we're building a winning mentality. And that's what I love to see from your veterans, saying, hey, we're happy with the wins, but we understand we're not in the finals yet, right? We haven't done anything that wins an award. So finding a way to build this winning mentality early in the season so we can lean on that down the line is going to be huge. This group didn't get any reps in the preseason, in training camp, and practices over the last couple of days. Now all of a sudden we understand, hey, this might be our reliable core for closing games, and it's a great core, and I love the decision making of all 5 of those players on the floor. Last year I would have said those are 4 really smart players and left Kuminga off that list, but he's been so good these first couple of games, and so I've been impressed with him. I think he deserves to run that final unit. Jimmy and Draymond, I'm just bringing this up because if these guys can average this season, I think we'll win the championship. If Jimmy averages 25-6, Draymond averages around 13, 8, and 8, I mean, we will win the NBA championship based off of the fact that these guys understand how to play with each other at this point. You even saw it last night, the collective IQ of that unit, even though they'd never touched the floor together, to understand the way that good basketball is played and work together to close, and stride quickly through that finish line is huge. But I just think, man, these are the types of nights these guys need to have. You'd love Draymond to get to close to double-digit assists every night because it proves and it shows that he's facilitating the offense the way we want him to. And then Jimmy needs to average at least 20 this season and be middle of the ground for rebounds and assists and have an aggressive, solid season. And I'll feel really good about the way those guys are playing. Is this the greatest opening week in NBA history? Yes. The answer is yes. It's not even close. I could think of a couple over the last decade that have been solid as far as opening nights go. But opening week, 2 50 balls and 5 40 balls. I think there might actually been 1 or 2 others that aren't on this list as well. But Luka has a 43 game against us. Then AG has 50. And we still find a way to win the games. Steph has 42 after a solid opening night performance where Jimmy had 31. And then Shea Shea has 90 points in 2 games, folks. He scored 35 in the opener and 55 in double overtime in game 2. I get it, both those games were double overtime victories, but still, man, the shot making that I've seen this season, I mean, you see it right there with Victor Wembanyama shooting 71% from the field. Aaron Gordon, 81%, 17 of 21 from the field. Like, the shot making we're seeing to start this year is at a level that we've never seen it before. I mean, these guys are so efficient to start the year. That's the thing that I've really taken note of is like, yeah, there's a lot of scoring. These guys are doing it at such a high clip of efficiency. So, yeah, man, this has been such a great start to the year. Like I said, the Thunder have played 2 primetime games. Both of them have gone into double overtime. The Warriors have played 2 primetime games. Both of them have been clutch games, and one of them was in overtime. So, it's just been a heck of a start to the year, and it just gets me so excited for seeing where the season's going to go. The league has unveiled the Warriors court design for this season's Emeritus Cup. I like it significantly better than last year. I still don't like the gray floor that much. I think the silver is just like kind of awkward to play on. And the Golden State, I don't hate just the text in the middle. I think we have some cool logo designs, so I would have preferred those to be center court. I know they have to do the cup center court, but I'd prefer that as opposed to the Warriors on each side, with just the text and then the free throw lines trying to do the W type thing. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think there are some worse ones. The biggest travesties are the ones that are one bold color and it's, monotone, like it's a full red or a full blue. Those are so ugly to look at. I'm happy we're not doing like a full bright yellow or something. Those are just awful. As a soccer fan and, been a soccer football guy, depending on where you are in the world, I'm a big fan of the in-season tournament. I think it's a great thing for the league, and I love the designed courts. They're still not to the level yet where I think they should be more simplistic with like tiny little design changes as opposed to these like kind of shocking in-your-face designs, but I don't hate them. Game 3 of the regular season tonight in Portland, second away game of the season, chance to go to 3-0 in a messy situation in Portland. We should roll through the Trailblazers tonight. They're a really good team, though. I had them predicted to make the playoffs. We'll see how that prediction goes with kind of a dysfunctional coaching staff at this point, but could be a little bit of a trap game. Got to come out, play well. No Al Horford tonight. The rest of the veterans, Steph, Dre, Jimmy, all playing. So we'll see how it goes. Game 3 of the NBA for the Golden State Warriors tonight. Chance to get to 3-0 should be a heck of a lot of fun. I've been Houston Bo. You guys have been the fans, and as always, go Dubs. Catch you in the next one. Peace.